みんなのために踊ってあげる。
Yo, what's good, y'all? Lad here. Back with another OCTOPATH Traveler COTC video. We're getting another dancer. It's been way too long since we had a dancer. The latest dancer we had was Classum, and that felt like an eternity away. This Wednesday, Titi will be joining the rest of the cast. She is of the famed faction from Super Delta. She is arguably one of the best supports in the game, rivaling our beloved Lynette. She alone can reach the 30% cap of physical attack and magical attack debuffs for all enemies, and she's also able to reach the 30% cap for physical attack and magical attack for the entire front row. She is absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and get started. But before anything else, her voice actress. Shizuka Ishigami is who voices her. She has quite a bit of ecchi roles. I may or may not have seen a few episodes of Shimonetta and Redo of Healer, but that doesn't really matter, right? Anyways, she does a great job as a voice actress. Let me know if any of these characters look familiar to you. Now onto her notable damage skills. She has a 4-hit single target fan damage attack that at max boost, she gets 5 hits. Her next fan attack is a 1-hit single target fan attack that at max boost that lowers the target's fan resistance by 10%. Now this is kinda niche, as we know fan users are not capable of doing high physical DPS damage. Her next ability is a 3-hit lightning random target attack. It's a 15% lightning resist down, and at max BP, she has a moderate chance for paralysis. And then her next notable skill is her 2-hit AoE lightning attack. It also gives a 15% debuff for physical attack and elemental attack to all enemies. Her ultimate is a lightning attack, potency at 440 at level 1 and level 10 525, and it also restores 1 BP to the front row. Now for her notable support skills, she has a 20% increase in elemental attack, physical attack, and crit rate to all allies, and at max boost, she gives 1 BP recovery to the front row. And then her next ability, she's able to grant one ally 1 BP recovery for 1 turn, and at max BP, it also restores HP to that unit as well. But this ability cannot be used on herself. So after all that, what makes her so great? Each of her abilities are counted as 2 separate abilities at normal BP usage and at max BP usage, meaning you can cap the front row's physical, magic, and crit rate at 30% in just 2 turns. Or you're able to debuff the enemy's physical attack and magical attack down to 30% in 2 turns. Or you can reduce the enemy's lightning resistance by 30%. This is what makes her amazing. And then for her passives, she's a unit that revolves around BP recovery and giving BP. At the start of battle, she gets a 1 BP recovery for 2 turns. In her second passive, she gets a 25% chance of recovering 1 BP when attacked. And then she has a 10% in lightning resistance and 20% in wind. Now looking at her stats, dancers are in a weird spot where you don't necessarily look at their elemental attack or physical attack. What's most important is their speed, HP, physical, and elemental defenses. Dancers are naturally squishy, as you can tell by their lack of clothes. Titi has the lowest physical defense, so if you thought Primrose was squishy, another one yet joins the crew. Titi's speed is the highest of the 5, and that'll help if you want your buffers to go first before you get attacked, or go for an attack. Another big question I'm sure many will have, is she better than Lynette? She has a different kit compared to Lynette's. Lynette's strength comes from abusing her passive with the Brave Fan and her ultimate, but she isn't able to debuff enemies' physical attack or elemental attack, and she isn't able to cap the front row's physical attack and elemental attack by herself. Her ultimate is by far the best in the game, as ultimates are in their own categories of buffs or debuffs. Then Titi, her strength is that she's able to cap and recover 1 BP to the entire front row in a matter of 2 turns. She is a BP goddess, and her kit revolves around generating BP and giving BP. Simply put, you can think of these two as a M&M and a Skittle. Both are in the same categories as their roles are about buffing. Where they differ is in their skills and who you're up against. But moving on, Shinjupo. It's difficult to say as she's on the Sacred Blaze guidance, similar to Odette and Liana. This is a limited time unit. After the Nier collab, many of us have gone back to hibernating. She is a great unit without a doubt. If you have some remaining rubies, maybe just a pull or 2. If you're lucky and get her, she's gonna be a great unit to have. Depending on the fight, you can now even bench Viola. She isn't necessarily a need unit, such as Therion or Ophelia, or more of a want unit. Still, she's pretty good. Without a doubt, her support ability where she can restore 1 BP and increase her unit stats is amazing. She'll be used for a long time just as Lynette. Her ranking on the JP side is still considered S tier. Anyways, wrapping this up, character design, her artwork is, jeez. That's why we like dancers. 5 out of 5. Both for artwork and sprite are something to thirst after. Voice actress Shizuka Ishigami, she voices her roles intimately. Awesome work. Abilities 4 out of 5. Again, think 1 unit debuffer and buffer cap goddess. Longevity, she's good. She has a different kit compared to Lynette, and situationally, she might even be better than Lynette. Global buff 0 out of 5. She's pretty good already. Time limited? Unfortunately she is. A 0 out of 5. Overall impression? Solid 4.5 out of 5. She is definitely able to stand side by side with Lynette, and she is going to be an awesome unit to have. Anyways, coming this Wednesday, we'll try polling for her. For those who are polling for her as well, good luck, and like always, take care of yourselves, let out.